literally save your life. Advanced medical imaging makes it easy with fast, comfortable CT colonography. No hospital hoops, no all-day ordeal. Just a simple scan that helps you stay ahead of the game. Talk to your doctor about getting your screening ordered at AMI and keep yourself in the lineup for the long run.
It's seafood season at Amigos. Time to get that one-of-a-kind, crisp crab rangoon burrito and dip it in some sweet chili sauce. There's a crab rangoon Frenchie, too. Enjoy grilled fish, grilled shrimp, or crispy fish tacos, wrapped in warm whole wheat tortillas, topped with pico de gallo, cabbage, and Amigos Chipotle mayo sauce. From jumbo shrimp baskets or fish and chips to fish tacos, there's something for everyone. You'll love the bold, fresh flavors of seafood at Amigos. Amigos is serving up a brand new way to score the bold, fresh flavors you love with 8 affordable value meals. At $5 and $6, these meals are easy on the wallet, so treat yourself anytime. Sink into the new 3-cheese melt or taco melt, both stacked with crave-worthy flavor in every bite. There's crunchy taquito dippers, too, perfect for dunking in Amigos' famous ranch or spicy cheese. Big flavor, small price. Value meals at Amigos.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into a presentation of high school girls state basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Girls state basketball on The Ticket is presented by Union Bank and Trust, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Concordia University, Nest 529 Direct Plan, Peru State College, General Excavating, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Doane University, Play It Again Sports, Sunbelt Rentals, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Big Ten Sports Bar, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, and Jimmy John's. Now calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
Welcome into Pinnacle Bank Arena as we are getting ready to kick off the nighttime session here at PBA in the Class A quarterfinal matchups, and it features a little Capital City flavor here as Nick Sainert coming at you alongside the Husker Hall of Famer Jay Foreman. As Jay, here we go, my friend. It's number 2 Kearney against number 7 Lincoln Southwest. And Jay, let's just go ahead and start with the elephant in the room. Kearney might have brought the entire town and city of Kearney with them tonight.
Yeah, they brought the whole 20-mile radius, in and around Kearney. But that's what the state tournament's about, man. I mean, it's a great time. They can still go to work and make it their way down 80 here, and it's a beautiful day here in Lincoln. A great game is going to be on tap. The team that's played, they played each other twice. No love lost there, and so it's going to be a very competitive game. I'm excited for it.
This is going to be a good one. Kearney comes in as the number 2 seed, led by head coach Drew Danielson. They're 20-3 on the campaign. One of those 3 losses, though, came to this very same Lincoln Southwest team, 40-38, as they started out winning not 2, not 4, not 6, but how about this, 14 games in a row. And then all the way down here to Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's their 17th state tournament appearance in school history. It's the first since 2017 for the Kearney Bearcats. They haven't won a title since 1982, though. For the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks, they took a year off from the state tournament, rather. They were here in 2024. They missed the tournament in 2025. And when you look at the team that Tim Merida has. 16-8 on the year. They've had some really good wins. They've also had some really disappointing losses, and they're led offensively and as a team by number 24 and number 15. It's Eleanor Griffin and Alexis Gutnick, as well as the transfer from Lincoln Northeast, Katie Irons.
Yeah, it's a really good unit. I think it's kind of the new era after Kennedy Williams and company graduated. This is the young and up-and-coming team that you heard about when they're in their 9th grade and 8th grade team.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's a big getting Katie Irons over from North Star because she was a great player there, and I think it's just a family moved over to Southwest. And so if you're Coach Beretta, you like it. And then obviously mixed in with the other two, this is going to be a battle. Look, Kearney won by, I think 16 points the first time.
Yep.
Second time, a little bit more of a grinded-out game, 40-38. Southwest enjoys playing those tight games, get you in their wheelhouse. You know what? Then now we got the rubber match for all the marbles on the big stage. Going to be interesting to see how this goes.
Starting 5 for the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks, wearing their visiting charcoal gray uniforms with the green letters and numbers, white on the outline of those with a Nike swoosh in the right shoulder. It's going to be number 2, a 5'8 junior, Katie Irons. Number 4, a 5'6 senior, Brenly Norlinger. Number 15, a 5'9 sophomore, Alexis Gutnick. Number 24, a 6'1 senior, Eleanor Griffin. And number 32, a 5'10 junior, Emerson Wells. I'll get you the Kearney starters here in just a few moments, but we are ready to tip it off instantly what we notice, Jay, I'll say this. The height advantage belongs to the Silverhawks.
Yeah, it does. And Kearney just came right out, let Southwest get the tip just so they could trap in the corner. That was a strategic play there by Coach Danielson. So we're going to see what Kearney has in store for this rubber match. These matches or these games are a little bit harder because they have a little bit more time to prepare versus regular season.
Here on the top of the key, it's Kearney with the basketball for the first time here today. Just underway, and this one now is taken away. Norlinger going back in transition. The layup is good. Lincoln Southwest leads at 2-0.
Yeah, they gave Kearney a little bit of their own medicine. The quick guards of Lincoln Southwest, they are focused, and they look like they have fierce in their eyes tonight. They're trying to take advantage of the smaller team right off the get-go.
Top of the key here is Kearney. This is Province with the basketball in the lane. The layup is no good. Defensive rebound. The glass is cleared by Lincoln Southwest. And here comes Katie Irons at the top of the key. Gives it to number 24, Eleanor Griffin. Down low to Wells. Wells kicks it out. Her pass deflected. Corralled by Griffin. Griffin pass fake. Now does throw it right side to Gutnick. Gutnick now to Irons. Irons fires in the long three. And it's off the glass and it's in. The bank is open. 5-0 Southwest.
Yeah, Pinnacle Bank Arena has been open the last 3 games. Great shot there by Katie Irons. She's a legitimate 3-level scorer. Big 3 there to start the game.
Here is Kearney looking for their first points in this one on the right side. Now bouncing it top of the key, switching it around the perimeter. Driving is Addison Snyder in the lane. She can't get her layup to go. Offensive rebound for the Bearcats. The putback is up and good for Sophie Glantz, the senior forward.
Yeah, really good job by Sophie Grant getting it, turning inside, up off the glass. Coach Danielson is switching up the coverage of each possession. It's going to be interesting how long Kearney can keep this up.
Here's Southwest, top of the key. It's Gutnick into the near corner. Eleanor Griffin, wide open 3. It bounces up, the back iron, and drops. It's 8-2 Lincoln Southwest.
Yeah, remember Eleanor Griffin as a sophomore has a really good shot, and that was a good shooter's touch right there. 2 big threes for Southwest coming out of the gate.
8-2 Silverhawks, the 7-seeded Silverhawks on top of the 2-seed Bearcats. The through pass, 3 ball on the way. It's well too strong, and it's rebounded by Gutnick of Lincoln Southwest as the outlet pass goes up the floor to Katie Irons. She dribbles into 3 defenders. Now the extra pass. Norlinger, wide open 3 from the corner. It misses everything. The offensive rebound is short, and the Eleanor Griffin will try it again, and she is fouled on the way up, and Griffin will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Southwest is playing here. They're ready for anything and everything that Kearney's throwing at them. They're using their height advantage and a little bit, I wouldn't say athletic ability. I think Kearney's quicker. I think you have more brute force here with Southwest. They are trying to attack the offensive boards like no other.
8-2 your score. Griffin's first free throw is good. Make it 9-2.
And you know one thing about this Southwest program, they've played club basketball. They've kind of came up in this environment. I mean, Kearney is represented to the fullest. Student section and obviously the regular fans.
Southwest, not so much.
Not so. They must got something to do. I mean,
they didn't get school out today, so they said, we're not going.
You got 2 teams in the state tournament, boys and girls, and the support needs to be a little bit more on par with Kearney.
That's what I'm saying. Eleanor Griffin hits both free throws. It's an early 10-2 lead for Lincoln Southwest, and that's a traveling violation called on number 33, Liberty Province, as she had a bounce pass ready to go on the entry. And how about this? Drew Danielson of Kearney wants to talk things over. We'll step aside with them, take a 30-second breather. 10-2 Lincoln Southwest here at 93.7 The Ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Well, welcome back in, Nick Sainer, with you, Jay Foreman alongside, as it's 10-2. Lincoln Southwest on top of the Kearney Bearcats. Norlinger will pass it left side. It was intended for Irons, and Kearney's able to intercept it, going the other way. Great hesitation, and finishing with the right hand is Addison Snyder.
Yeah, good job there by Kearney playing in the passing lanes. Good finish there by Snyder.
Here's Norlinger. Her pass almost taken away. It's corralled by Lincoln Southwest. Now Norlinger with the basketball. Norlinger keeps that right foot as her pivot. Now passes it off. Taryn Weagle into the game. Weagle with the basketball, top of the key. Irons now with it, driving right side. A little bit of defensive intensity added from the Kearney Bearcats. Weagle with the basketball, hesitates, dribbles with her left hand, kicks it out to Griffin. Griffin spin move, kicks it out. Weagle drives baseline, might have gotten fouled, no call. One on the possession, nobody knows it. Irons throws up a last-second heave, it's no good. And the defensive rebound corralled by Augusta Gans for the Kearney Bearcats. Now with it, three-point shot on the way, well off to the right, no good. And we have a foul underneath. I think they're going to call that on the Kearney Bearcats. No, rather they're going to call it on Lincoln Southwest.
Wow, that was a big call there. It looked like a clean rebound there by number 22, Peyton Yoder. Did a good job boxing out and then attacking the ball. It was a 50-50 ball. I know Coach Beretta is asking the referee about it. Probably wants some clarification. Now they got to play defense again for another 35 seconds.
Baseline inbounds underneath their own bucket for the Kearney Bearcats. They get it into Province. Province goes right down the lane, and her shot was slightly tipped from behind by Yoder. And now on the left side, here comes Gutenek, and that's going to be a blocking foul charged to Addison Snyder. Just couldn't move her feet and square up just enough, but it was a close call.
Good job by Gutenek, kind of giving the hesitation dribble, drawing the foul. So the more fouls you can draw, you can slow down this Kearney defense. They have went to a complete run and trap defense, trying to stop the flow of Southwest because they started so quickly with shooting from threes.
10-4 is your score. Lincoln Southwest up by 6 on the Kearney Bearcats here as Lincoln Southwest will inbound. They get it into Eleanor Griffin near the logo. Griffin has herself a couple of points, 5 to be exact. Cross-court pass. Here's Gutenek. Gets a great defender to fly on by. The three-point shot is good for Alexis Gutenek.
Good shot there. Good ball fake. Sidestep. 3. Money.
On the left side, it's Province. She drives, spins, hesitates, floater. Good. That was a really nice move and patience there by Liberty Province.
Yeah, Kearney's going to keep attacking you. They're going to try to wear you down with their pace and physicality. Southwest has got to withstand the storm, let alone they got to execute better on this transition defense.
Here's Yoder, kicks it out. Gutenek driving baseline along the right side, steps through. Her shot is blocked by number 40 for the Kearney Bearcats, Eleanor Larson, and it'll stay on this end of the floor as it goes out of bounds with the Silverhawks.
Yeah, good drive there, but by Gutenek, even better job there by number 40, Eleanor Larson, with the freshman 5'11", with the clean block. Southwest can keep the control of the ball though.
Lincoln Southwest inbounds it. Three-pointer on the way. Yoder just barely grazed the rim. It's no good. Liberty Province collects the miss for the Kearney Bearcats. Going the other way. One-handed pass left side. Here, might have gotten away with a travel. The layup is no good. Tim Beretta on that Lincoln Southwest sideline. The head coach of the Silverhawks wanted a travel call, but it was no good on the bucket anyway. Here's Emerson Wells. Wells now back out near us to Gutenek at the logo. Back to Weagle. Weagle, great inside out. Emerson Wells into the near corner. Back to the elbow. Yoder, one-handed slingshot pass to the far corner. Now cross-court pass. That one's tipped away, taken away. Kearney going the other way. One-on-one break as they're going to jump stop. The tough contested shot is blocked. No foul, no whistle. And Lincoln Southwest rushes the other way. A bounce pass to Yoder on the far side. That one now near side, collected by LaRae Taylor, who's into the game for Lincoln Southwest. Checked in a couple of minutes ago. 2:35 to go in the first quarter. It's 13-6 Lincoln Southwest. Taylor gets it to Weagle. Weagle bounces it a little bit lazily, but is somehow able to be hauled in by Emerson Wells, but she's called for a double dribble. And with 2:27 to go in the first quarter, Kearney will take over.
Yeah, Kearney is quick on that defensive end. They can recover. They can run you off the three-point line. And obviously, by the time you get a bounce pass or a chest pass to your teammate, they can recover and they will trap you. They are quick and aggressive, and they are deep. You know, Coach Danielson can go 8-9 deep on his bench, so you can play at this pace for 4 quarters.
So Kearney brings it across the timeline, bounces it to the left elbow. Fakes the pass, step back, mid-range jumper, just off to the left, no good on the attempt by Augusta Gans. And Lincoln Southwest and Katie Irons cleans up the miss. She'll bring it across the half-court line with Lincoln Southwest leading 13-6. Left side Irons into the elbow, Norlinger. Norlinger backing down the much taller defender. Backdoor cut, unable to be connected with on the attempt to Eleanor Griffin. And Kearney going the other way. Here is number 14. This is Hallie Gardner. Gardner in the lane. She's bumped and fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, Norlander thought that she had a really good defensive possession there, had her hand straight up, kind of didn't body. A little bit of a touch foul there, but Kearney off of a make or a miss is in transition so fast at that pace. They put so much pressure on your transition defense. When they're on offense, it's a part of their defense because they're going to wear you out with getting up and down the court.
13-7 after Hallie Gardner is able to connect on the first free throw. Gardner just a 5'5" freshman. 13-7 is your score. Second free throw on the way for Gardner. That one's good. 13-8, Lincoln Southwest leads by 5. 1 minute, 48 seconds to go in the first quarter here in the Class A quarterfinals. The winner gets the winner of Omaha North and Omaha Westview. 3-point attempt on the way, Katie Irons.
Yeah, Katie Irons, cool, calm, and collected. She's been that way ever since we saw her as a young freshman at North Star. Deep threes and timely plays.
Now as it's still taken away, Lincoln Southwest going the other way. They've doubled up Kearney so far in the late stages of the first quarter. Guteneck tries to connect with Emerson Wells. Bodies are on the floor. Loose ball is connected and corralled by Kearney. Up the floor, there's Gardner. Misses the layup from the right side. Eleanor Griffin trying to draw contact. Now gets it to Norlinger. Norlinger will bring it across the timeline. She gets picked up by Gans. Bounces it to Griffin. Griffin at the top of the key to Irons. Watch out. Another 3 on the way. Just a tad strong on that one. And the glass is cleared by the Bearcats as here comes Hallie Gardner, the freshman. She lost the basketball and will have a jump ball, and the possession arrow keeps it with the Kearney Bearcats.
It's a pretty good pace. Southwest can play at that pace as well. They get in the secondary break trying to get a really good shot there for one of their plethora of three-point shooters. What Kearney is doing, they are attacking every single shot, attacking the boards, getting it up. They're getting into the middle of the court, Nick, and they're trying to get a corner three or a drive and kick every single time. They are putting a lot of pressure on Southwest.
16-8, your score. Lincoln Southwest up by 8 on number 2 Kearney. We have a bump and a whistle and a foul called before the shot. On the floor, I believe, is where they're going to get it. On Lincoln Southwest, they're going to get it on Alexis Guteneck.
Yeah, good job there. A little bit of a hesitation, late crossover. Good drive to draw the foul on Guteneck. Kind of slow down the game. This is how they're able to catch their breath, Nick. Right? They draw so many fouls. They'll drive and kick. They'll run a pin down. They'll run a wheel at the free throw line right at the nail. They run a plethora of offensive sets and defensive coverages.
Inbound pass, they get it to Province. Liberty Province drives left side, takes the contact. She's bumped and fouled, and Province will go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 46 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, that was a frustration foul in there by Guteneck, right? You got beat off the dribble the play before, probably didn't recover as fast as far as mentally getting back into the game. Picked up a tic-tac foul when you got beat right there, and you swiped at the ball. Sometimes if you just keep your hands straight up in the air, they won't call a foul.
First free throw on the way for Province is absolutely perfect. Did not even graze the rim. It went straight through the net, and it's 16-9 now. 46.9 showing on the game clock here in the first quarter.
This is big minutes here for Taryn Weagle, the 5'6" sophomore coming in for Guteneck because Guteneck is an offensive threat and a defensive threat. So she's got to play probably 2 or 3 minutes into that second quarter and play pretty good basketball.
Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound for the Bearcats by Sophie Glantz. Glantz put back, no good. And the defensive rebound corralled by Emerson Wells for Lincoln Southwest as they get it to Norlinger. Norlinger left side. Weagle with it to Norlinger. Norlinger will back it up near the timeline. Now dribble in, picks up her dribble, bounce pass inside. Emerson Wells is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Right there, you kind of ran 2 people up there to the middle of the zone, and then you went a high-low there with Wells. Good job there. Kind of slowing down the pace of Kearney by Southwest, executing, getting to the free throw line. Good finish, or try to finish there by Wells.
So here is Emerson Wells. She dribbles once, fires away on the first free throw. It's no good. Checking into the game. Sorry, Jay. Checking into the game, LaRae Taylor, as Norlinger will take a seat.
You know, when you look at both of these teams, and you look at Coach Danielson from Kearney and obviously Beretta from Lincoln Southwest, both of them aren't afraid to go deep into the bench. They went 8 deep. They can go 9. That's why you're able to play at this pace, both on offense and defense, and try to win a state championship. Emerson
Wells misses both free throws, and with the shot clock dark, I would imagine that Drew Danielson wants his team to hold for the final shots, as there's 17 seconds showing on the game clock. Tim Beretta telling his guard defender Weagle to back off the ball handler with 6 seconds. Here's a three-point attempt. It's blocked by Wells. Gans gets it back. The heave with 1 second left, just off to the right. There's the horn, and at the end of the first quarter, number 7, Lincoln Southwest leads number 2, Kearney, 16-9 after 1 quarter of play. We'll step aside, come back to start quarter number 2 in just a moment here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Spring sports are here, and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you as we start quarter number 2. Huge thanks to Harrison Arns back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, keeping us connected, pushing all the buttons here on a Wednesday evening as Norlinger gets her pocket picked for the moment. And we have a whistle, and they're going to say out of bounds. And they're saying that Norlinger touched the sideline rather. And we have a technical foul called on Tim Beretta. So Tim Beretta gets rung up for a technical foul, I believe, or at least a warning. They never did the actual technical signal, so I think it might have been just a warning. And so things get a little chippy here. So just a warning. No technical foul, but he did just get a warning to the from the referee. So here we go as Kearney has the basketball. 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the second quarter. 16-9. Province bounce passes inside. Off the glass, just a little too short on the attempt. Saved from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Lincoln Southwest as Norlinger has the basketball. She finds a trailing Emerson Wells. Back to Norlinger on the left side. She'll dribble to the center towards the logo.
You know, this is when Wells and Griffin have got to pay off because Gutnick is out, and so you want to get Wells and Griffin to kind of punch a hole in their defense.
Katie Irons gets it stripped from her as now up the floor it goes. Here comes Snyder. Snyder in the lane, looking around for help. She's parked in the lane, and that's 3 seconds in the lane charge to Addison Snyder. Drew Danielson, not a fan of that call.
You know, when I think about it, Griffin and Emerson and Wells, is the reason why they have to do well is because the high-low action that they did against this kind of, half-court trap pays off, and it lessens the pressure at the top of the defense.
Norlinger, a pass across the timeline, and there's going to be a reach-in foul called on number 14, Hallie Gardner from the Kearney Bearcats.
And if you're Tim Barrett, all right, you're 7 minutes into, 7 minutes before halftime. You feel like you withstood the storm of Kearney, right? You got a 7-point lead. Now you got to just kind of hold your water to Goodnick can get back in there. But you need your 2 big posts to really start paying off here.
On the right side, it's Emerson Wells. Katie Irons, who's hit a couple of threes here today. And now on the right side, we have a foul away from the basketball as it will go. A 3-second, thank you, Jay,
man,
as it'll go back to the Kearney Bearcats.
Just a late Katie Irons had Griffin there on the seal. Really good play coming out of that. Obviously the 3-second call on the other end. Just missed the opportunity there.
16-9 your score. Lincoln Southwest up by 7 over number 2 Kearney here in the Class A quarterfinals. Here, top of the key, it's Liberty Province. Province working around Sophie Glantz, her teammate. She crosses over now, working on Emerson Wells, the defender. And top of the key here is Gardner. Tough shot, out of control. Great offensive rebound by Sophie Glant. Put back is no good, but she is fouled. And Sophie Glant will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Barretta's telling Griffin, who came over there after Weagle kind of got pushed out of the way, that you got to box out. Good effort there by Sophie Glant, right? Attacking the offensive glass, no body contact, up and over the smaller Weagle, offensive rebound, put it up. Now at the free throw line, trying to knock into this deficit.
First free throw from Glant is good, and that makes it 16-10.
For Southwest, they got to get some more action going towards the middle of the paint, right? Whether you got to get 2 feet in the paint and start feeding your post or kicking out for open threes. Katie Irons can hit threes. Actually, everybody on the team can shoot threes, including Griffin and others. But you got to get some movement towards. You can't play right outside the 3-point line all the time.
Here's Griffin working on Glantz. She puts up a contested shot. No whistle, no good on the shot attempt either. Province running the floor. Great hesitation. She stops her body floater. It's no good. The rebound is tipped out of bounds to the Silverhawks.
Man, Kearney is quick, man. They get up and down the court. Coach Danielson obviously has this team in shape and focused. They are running and gunning. Now they're still down by 6 points, but they can wear you out by that pace.
It is 16-10. Lincoln Southwest with 5:54 to go until halftime. They bounce it inside. Emerson Wells loses the basketball. She tries to save it from going out of bounds, but instead they're going to say it was out of bounds on Kearney, and so Lincoln Southwest basketball.
Yeah, right when you think you have an opportunity for an easy layup, they recover and they knocked it out of bounds. That Kearney defense is swarming. They're like a pack of bees wanting for some honey.
Here is Norlinger, right side Irons. Irons back to Norlinger. She'll fire the 3 on the way, and that's no good. Rebound tipped around a couple of times and then finally corralled by the Kearney Bearcats. Here comes Liberty Province running the floor. Avoids contact, and now on the ground we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with the Kearney Bearcats.
Yeah, good job there by Southwest getting back on defense after a missed 3. Griffin did a good job of getting back as a post player for the second rebound. Now they just got to continue to play defense. They're getting good shots. Goodnick is back in, so let's see how long she lasts before she picks up a third foul. So she's been sitting for real time about 10 minutes, but in game time it's been 2.5 minutes. So Barretta seems an opportunity here to try to get back into this game.
That's a foul away from the ball. They were trying to get a backdoor cut into Gardner, Hallie Gardner, but she was being held by the Lincoln Southwest defender, and so it is going to be a personal on Lincoln Southwest. The second team foul of the quarter here with 5:29 to play until the halftime break. 16-10, Lincoln Southwest leads by 6. Baseline inbounds pass coming up in just a moment for the Kearney Bearcats underneath their own hoop. They get it into the near corner. Hallie Gardner with it. Steps back. Thought about the 3. Instead, it's Augusta Gans with it at the top of the key. She wears number 2 in white. Now to Liberty Province as she'll reset the offense with still 25 on the possession. Gardner with it on the right wing, back to Province. Province takes a screen left, thought about popping the tray, finds a cutting across the center of the lane teammate, back out to Augusta Gans. 15 on the possession, spin move, floater, turnaround, it's good.
Good move there by Gans, real patient, right? Got 2 feet in the lane, turned to her left, easy 2 points there.
So here is Weagle. Weagle crossing over, bounces it right side to LeRae Taylor. Taylor with the basketball. Dribbling with her left hand, throws it into the near corner. Risky pass called in by Gutnick in the lane. No shot. She's fouled on the floor, and Lincoln Southwest will inbound it from underneath their own basket.
Good job there by Gutnick catching it. We always talk about football tracking the ball. When you have a pass with not a lot of velocity, it's a little bit harder to track it. She caught it, ripped to the left hand. Thought that was a shooting foul, but they called it on the ground.
16-12. Lincoln Southwest leads by 4. Inbounds it to Gutnick. Gutnick, top of the key, Taylor. Taylor as Kearney in a zone defense. Gutnick dribbles in, fires the three, just a tad strong, the right line. Body's on the floor. It's saved. It's for a moment, but into the hands of Kearney. It goes on the errant pass. Here comes Liberty Province. Province with the basketball. Top of the key, working on Yoder, who's checked in off the bench. Norlinger set to check in for Lincoln Southwest at the next dead ball. Here's Gans, Augusta Gans for 3, and it bounces off back iron, no good. Rebound tipped around a couple of times, tracked down by Kearney, and she steps on the sideline right in front of Lincoln Southwest bench. Did Liberty Province. It's a turnover, Southwest basketball.
Yeah, good job there. But Kearney, one thing about Kearney, a little bit smaller team, but they chase the basketball probably better than anybody we've seen the last couple of years. And they're really skilled once they get close to the paint. They're feeling the defender and then obviously coming up on the other side and trying to get the end one or easy 2 points.
We have a 30-second timeout on the floor, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here and tell you about our friends at Peru State College. Peru State College, proud to sponsor state hoops coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena. As Nebraska's first college, Peru State College helps students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. You can learn more about their programs and book your campus visit at peru.edu. Also, the Big Ten Sports Bar. Welcome to Lincoln, State Hoops fans from across the state. Big Ten Sports Bar is just like your local favorite sports bar, just a little bigger to fit the whole town and the whole team. Stop by before or after any game in downtown Lincoln at 10th and P. All right, we're out of the timeout. Lincoln Southwest basketball, they lead by 4. And so for the Silverhawks, halfway through the second quarter, have only 3 points scored in this second quarter. Here's Gutnick. Tries the right-handed layup. It does not go. Way too strong. Liberty Province behind the back dribble, and then she'll turn around and reset. Right side with it is Snyder to Gardner. Her three-point attempt is blocked and rebounded by Gutnick. Gutnick bounce passes up the floor to Katie Irons in traffic. The layup is no good. Rebound fought for and won by Kearney. Augusta Gans with the basketball. She's weaving her way through traffic. Nobody's stopping the ball. She goes right at Eleanor Griffin. She misses the layup, and Norlinger comes away with the defensive rebound.
You know, Southwest is obviously being able to withstand this pace. They're playing really good defense. Their offense needs to be probably a little bit more efficient. They're driving, trying to get the contact. Kearney is really, really good at moving their feet, so you're not going to get a lot of body fouls against them because they're so quick.
Along the far baseline, we have an offensive foul called on Alexa Gutnick. That's number 3 on her with 3 minutes and change to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, it was probably good defense there by Addison Snyder. But, you know, it wasn't a shove. Maybe we weren't there. We didn't see an extension of the arm. But that's a big foul. Gutnick has kind of been in foul trouble ever since the middle of the first quarter, probably sitting for the next 3 minutes and 21 seconds.
16-12, still your score here. Lincoln Southwest up by 4 on number 2 Kearney. 3:11 to play in the first half. As Snyder has it right side to Liberty Province. Province two-handed pass to Hallie Gardner for 3. Missed everything, way too strong. And the rebound is tracked down by Weagle. Weagle up the floor to Irons. Irons across the timeline. She dribbles into 2 defenders. Turning around, loses the basketball. Still fighting for it. And we're going to have a ref rush in and whistle a foul against Augusta Gans.
Yeah, Coach Danielson wanted a jump ball, but I think Irons had pretty good grip on the ball. Gripped it out of there and attempted to pass and drew the foul.
So Lincoln Southwest basketball underneath their own bucket, 16-12, still your score, just 3 points. But for Lincoln Southwest in this quarter, I apologize. Lincoln Southwest has yet to score in this quarter. They led 16-9 at the end of the first quarter, but they still lead by 4. This three-point attempt, no good, halfway down and out for Katie Irons. Fortunately enough for Lincoln Southwest, Kearney has been 0 for their last 4. as that three-point shot by Province will not be successful. And Lincoln Southwest going back the other way. Norlinger will slow things down as offense coming at a premium here in the second quarter, Jay Foreman.
Yeah, the 3 points scored in this quarter. Defensive battle, but they are scrappy.
Norlinger layup too strong, no good. They're still scoreless. 2:15 to go in the second quarter. Snyder with it. Stops at the elbow, finds a cutting teammate off the glass. Still can't find a bucket. Neither side wants to score here in quarter number 2. We're 6 minutes into the quarter.
Coach Grotto wants his team to settle down, get a good shot, slow the pace down, breathe a little bit, try to get 2 points on the board. They've been missing a lot of bunnies.
Great defense there, and now Katie Irons is going to get whistled for the foul. And so Lincoln Southwest just picked up team foul number 4 as the Kearney Bearcats will be inbounding it from the sideline here, directly in front of us. 1 minute, 48 seconds to play in the second quarter. And it's 16-12. I mean, that's the other part of it, Jay, is you haven't scored this entire quarter yet. You're still up by 4 because you've done a decent job on the defensive end of the floor, and Kearney's also missed some bunnies.
Yeah, I mean, you got to play defense to stay in the game. And, you know, one thing about Coach Baratta, he's mixing it up, right? You know you're playing an ultra-quick Kearney team, so you see a little bit of zone, see man, because they got to recover enough to be able to last this whole game.
Another layup, third time's the charm, and a shooting foul called against Katie Irons. And a lot of opinions here at Pinnacle Bank Arena about the officiating currently. It's 16-12. That is the 5th team foul on Lincoln Southwest. That is the second of the half on Katie Irons. So she'll have to probably come out in just a moment.
Yeah, 2 quick fouls there by Irons. The last one looked like a lot of ball, a little bit of body. Shooting foul there put the Kearney Bearcat offensive player at the free throw line. Now, it's 2 fouls for her. You know, you got to trust her. You know, she's a veteran player. She'll bounce back pretty quick. So, you know, if I'm Coach Baratta, I'm thinking, all right, you know, can we get to halftime maybe with a 5 or 6 point lead? 2 of my better players in foul trouble. I think I'm winning. I'm playing with house money right now.
16-14 after 2 free throws are good, and it's instantly Kearney extends their defensive pressure. They are going to force a turnover on an errant pass that was from the backcourt across the timeline, and with that pressure, it forces a turnover, and Kearney's going to get the basketball back down 2.
When you got Goodnick out and you got Irons out, then you got Yoder in a position that she normally doesn't play, doing something that she normally doesn't do. Unforced error right there.
On the right side, it's Province. Province Gardner to tie, unable to get it to fall. The rebound's tipped out of bounds, last touched by Augusta Gans and the Kearney Bearcats. So 1:05 to play in the second quarter. It is 16-14.
Here comes Taylor, maybe trying to slow down the pace here and handle the ball.
1:05 to go. As Norlinger will bring it across the timeline, and she is fouled from behind by the Kearney Bearcats. We got a referee talking to the fans behind us. Our crowd mic picked it up, though.
Yeah, I know. You got what do they call that, rabbit ears?
That must be.
Yeah.
Sideline inbound here for Lincoln Southwest. 1:01 to play in the second quarter. 16-14. Fires away the three-pointer. It's good. Nice job by Weagle, Taryn Weagle, able to connect on the 3, a much-needed 3-point bucket, and that's the first points of the quarter for Lincoln Southwest.
Yeah, better late than never, but now she gets beat off the dribble there. Little body foul, tic-tac foul there. I know the Southwest Silverhawks fans are standing up, and they're not giving praise to the ref. They do not like these touch fouls that they've been called on the last 3 possessions. You got to turn the mic down?
No, we're good. Yeah, Lincoln Southwest, 19-14. They lead by 5. 2 free throws coming up for Liberty Province. The first one is good.
Kearney is trying to inch back in this game, keep it within striking distance at the free throw line, getting to the bucket. Numerous players have skill sets to get downhill, body contact, and make baskets or at the free throw line.
Both free throws good for the Kearney Bearcats. 42 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 19-16. Norlinger will bring it across the timeline, and she bounces it to Emerson Wells. Emerson Wells gets bumped, no whistle. Wells stops at the free throw line to Weagle. Weagle thought about the 3, decided to pass it up Left side, Norlinger. 8-second differential between shot clock and game clock, and a shooting foul is called down low on Glant as Eleanor Griffin, will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Griffin and Wells right now until you get Irons and you get Gutnick back. Inside out, high low from either the top of the key or in the wing is going to pay off big for Lincoln Southwest against this pressure from Kearney is displayed all game long. You know, Nick, we're here in Lincoln at PBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like when Nebraska travels to Northwestern to play football. This is a Kearney home game.
Yes. Eleanor Griffin at the free throw line. She missed the first. Second one on the way. It's good. 20-16, 4-point differential. Kearney with the basketball. 26 seconds to play in the second quarter. And the shot clock is turned off. 20-16. Liberty Province with the basketball. Province with 6 on the game clock. Dribbling at the top of the key. Spin move in the lane. Off the glass. Too strong. Rebound fought for. Won by Augusta Gans. She hits the layup at the horn. And Kearney pulls within 2 at the end of the first half. Lincoln Southwest leads it 20-18. We will be back in just a few short minutes with your halftime show from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and
and electrical.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first. Now is the time to get a glimpse into living and learning at Doane University through a personalized in-person or virtual visit. We know once you experience Doane, you'll see why it's a place where you can achieve your goals and shape your future. Schedule your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day in the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P. General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Alrighty, welcome back in. It's Pinnacle Bank Arena here at the half of the Class A quarterfinal matchup. Lincoln Southwest leads the Kearney Bearcats 20-18 after 2 quarters of play. Quick halftime show here. Thanks to Harrison Arns back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios as well. Nick Sanders alongside Jay Foreman from PBA. All right, Jay, let's walk through that first half here as we saw Lincoln Southwest at the end of the first quarter lead 16-9. But, hey, give credit to Kearney because I would say this. They adjusted to the way that the game was being officiated, right, and they ended up outscoring Lincoln Southwest 9-4 in that second quarter. And here we are. It's basically a fresh ball game that's going to last just 2 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, they withstood the storm of Southwest coming out and hitting 2 threes right away. Played their style, warmed down a little bit, and then, like you said, just adapted their style to the refs, and then they were able to continue to get to the free throw line. Not a lot of offensive output. Both teams missed a lot of bunnies that they probably normally make, and then obviously it was good defense on both ends. But that little run at the end by Kearney, right? 2 free throws and a layup right as the buzzer went off. The momentum is in the Kearney Bearcats locker room. Now the Southwest Silverhawks have to make some adjustments to this Kearney speed. Now, what I would suggest is that if they want to run around like that, spread the court around, but you got to be really, really good with the trajectory and velocity of your passes, and you got to come to the ball and then cut opposite and get some easy baskets to lessen the pressure. They did it with the high-low when they did it on the wing and at the free throw line. They got to continue to go back to it until they stop it.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting. I mean, we talked about it in the pregame, a very heavy Kearney advantage in terms of the crowd, right? And as things start to tighten up, right, and the crowd stays in it, that advantage is going to go to the Bearcats right now as Kearney brought their entire city, it feels like. How many people – here's a question for you. How many of these people do you feel like have probably been to Cunningham's on the Lake?
Every single one.
Every single one?
Every single one.
Every single one.
Including the student section.
That's true.
I'm going to tell you this, though, Nick. The amount of people that are here for Kearney, you're 100% right. The game gets tighter. You talk about being at the free throw line. They have taken over PBA. I mean, they have – the student section is 4 times the size of Southwest, maybe even 5.
I was going to say it's more than that.
Yeah, 5 or 6 times.
Lincoln Southwest student section goes 2.5 rows.
And then they brought their band that is extremely loud, as you can hear. And then on the other side, which is fine. I mean, then they got a pretty much the whole east side of PBA covered with blue and white. And they continue to seem like they're getting momentum every time, even for a loose ball or a jump ball.
Yep.
The fans are starting to get into it because they feel the momentum shift in the Kearney's way.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back in 3 short minutes, we'll start off the third quarter. Your score at the break, Lincoln Southwest 20, Kearney 18 here from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The winner of this one gets Omaha North or Omaha Westview, as we'll have that call for you at 7:45 p.m. approximately. All right, let's step aside, come back in a few short minutes right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, we are back here, start of the third quarter here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman alongside at Pinnacle Bank Arena, as we are just about ready to start quarter number 3. 20-18 your score, Jay Foreman. If I'm in that Kearney huddle, what is Drew Danielson saying to me, the head coach?
Keep it up. Keep chopping wood. We're getting close, and they probably feel like once they get the lead, they can really pour it on. Now, I will tell you this. He's also telling them we have all 1,227 of our student enrollment here. Let's not let them down.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the band is 4 or 5 times bigger than Southwest Band. But in all honesty, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. They're probably saying, okay, we'll hit a couple threes. Then we got to keep with our defense because we're starting to wear them down. We got them in foul trouble. 2 of their better players are in foul trouble. Let's see if we can get them out of the game early in the third quarter.
All right, 20-18 your score. Katie Irons with it. Right side now, Gutnick. Gutnick trying to get the entry pass down low to Emerson Wells. Wells, two-handed pass up top. Katie Irons, long three on the way. Off the front iron, offensive rebound. Norlinger, she puts it back up and in. It's 22-18, 7.5 to go in the third quarter.
That was all started with getting the ball inside. You kick it back out, open three, but it opens it up for an offensive rebound.
Here is Liberty Province, a one-handed slingshot pass over, trying to get it down on the opposite block. It goes out of bounds. And with 7.5 to go in the third quarter, it's going to be a turnover. Lincoln Southwest basketball up by 4.
I think Coach Barata probably was listening to us. Maybe he has a feed into the locker room of going high-low and how much easier it is to play offense when you get the ball inside to Griffin or Wells.
Here on the right side, it's Katie Irons. Irons with the basketball. One-handed pass, top of the key, left side now, Emerson Wells. Emerson Wells dribbling in the lane. Might have gotten away with a walk, but she somehow gets the layup to fall.
It's 2 for 2 inside, 2 feet in the paint. Worked out well for Southwest coming out of halftime with some really good adjustments. Forcing Kearney for a timeout minute into the third quarter.
Quick timeout here for the Kearney Bearcats. Let's step aside and take one with them. 30 seconds, and we're right back here at 93.7 The Ticket.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back in, Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman alongside here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Update over at Devaney. Sumner Eddyville Miller in Class D2 is on top of Red Cloud, 41-38. So Aaron Davis's family out in Sumner and Eddyville Miller is going to be happy about that score so far. Back here at Kearney, though. Kearney driving in the lane. The layup is good. A great take there by Sophie Glant. A nice job by Glant navigating her way along that right side of the lane. And it's back to a 4-point ball game, 24-20 as Lincoln Southwest, Katie Irons to Gutnick. Gutnick to back to Irons. Irons with 6:27 to play in the third quarter. Throws it left side, now into the far corner. Norlinger for 3. No good, rattles out. Offensive board fought for, and a foul on the rebound attempt. And it's charged to the Kearney Bearcats.
Good rebound there by Gutnick over the back there. Physical play there. Good finish there by Southwest. The ball movement, Nick, I think one of the things I think they worked on halftime or made a big emphasis was the velocity of the passes.
Yeah.
You don't see as much air on it. They're snapping those passes, making that Kearney defense wear out by trying to recover like they didn't have to in the first half.
In the first minute and 40 seconds, Lincoln Southwest has as many points as they had the entire second quarter. Here's Irons. She shoots the 3 on the way, and she bangs it home. It's a 27-20 lead for Lincoln Southwest.
Cool as a cucumber. We've seen her do this for 3 years from deep. She's hit big shots at North Star. She's hitting them again over here at Southwest.
And now a shot is no good. Missed everything on the attempt by number 14, Hallie Gardner. She felt like it was tipped, but there was no motion there. And so, once again, 27-20 is your score. 5:58 to play in the third quarter. Lincoln Southwest with the lead in the basketball. Norlinger back to Gutnick. Gutnick back to Norlinger. Norlinger passes it right side. Nice one-handed snag with the left hand. Gutnick for 3 to make it a 10-point game. Can't do so. Body's on the floor. And we have a foul called against, I believe they're going to get Norlinger for this one. They're going to say she might have undercut. No, rather on
Emerson Wells or Griffin?
Eleanor Griffin is who they called it on. I saw Norlinger.
It was in the middle.
Hit the deck, and I thought that's what they meant.
She got clapped on by 3 Kearney offensive players, or defensive players, but Griffin must have had too much body on the initial box out.
27-20 is your score. Top of the key. Working now in the lane. Snyder, layup good. Nice job taking it to the right side of the hoop and finishing with that right hand by Snyder of the Kearney Bearcats. It's 27-22. 5:22 to play in the third quarter. Top of the key. Katie Irons with the basketball here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Left side, Gutnick. Gutnick on the wing, bounces it to the left elbow. Good backdoor cut by Griffin. She falls on the floor, has to pass to Wells. Now Irons. Can she hit another 3? No, she cannot. Offensive board, Gutnick. Gutnick trapped along the baseline. She gets it to Katie Irons in the near corner. Irons loses the basketball. She gets pushed. No whistle, no foul. It's out of bounds. Kearney Bearcats basketball.
Wow, that was a big body there. No call. Forced her to step on there. She got bumped a little bit. Forced her to step on the out of bounds on the sideline there. Kearney is going to keep competing. Only down by 5, but it seems like Southwest has momentum of this game, though.
Kearney has the basketball on the right side. In the far corner, it's Augusta Gans. Augusta Gans works to the right wing, now left side. Here's Liberty Province with the basketball. She stops at the Big Ten logo. Augusta Gans for 3. Off back iron, too strong. Rebound tipped around. Another chance for the Kearney Bearcats offense. In the lane, the freshman gets tripped by Katie Irons.
Yeah, that was just an entanglement there. Katie Irons is confused about it, and it looked like Augusta was a little bit out of control there with that right baseline drive there, but got rewarded with a foul. Katie Irons has 3 fouls, and Brett is probably saving her a little bit. You got the lead. You're really trusting. You got Gutnick in there, so you have one of your 2 big ball handlers in the game.
That foul as a mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound fought for and won by Weigel. Lincoln Southwest is pushing the pace. That foul on Katie Irons, probably one that you hate to have it be picked up as a kicked ball violation. It stays with the Silverhawks. It by definition, it's a foul. It probably needed to be called, but it's a crappy one to pick up.
Yeah, and obviously the Kearney offensive player was out of control.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's the problem. It was like, you get rewarded for being out of control,
Yeah.
but you know what? That's the rules of the rules, and you have to deal with it.
So a little bit of a stoppage in play here. They had to have a clock issue resolved, and now we're ready to go. 4:24 to play in the third quarter. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman with you, 27-22. Lincoln Southwest up by 5. In the lane, Gutnick on the doorstep. She's bumped and fouled, and Gutnick unable to get the floater to fall from in front of the bucket, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, Gutnick does a really good job of getting into the lane, 5'9", really, really athletic, a really good soccer player as well. Stop on a dime through contact. So the more physical the game is, the better she'll play. And so now she's got to get back into the game. I think sometimes when you get 2 quick fouls, it takes you out of rhythm because you don't practice. They say, okay, well, let's practice that you're going to have 2 fouls and barely play. So now she's going to get back into the game. Look for a shot a little bit more towards the end of this third quarter.
27-22, your score. Lincoln Southwest on top by 5. Missed in the first free throw is Gutnick. Gutnick has 3 points on the evening, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Second free throw, no good as well. It's an empty possession. Fought for. It's going to be touched last by Kearney, and it will be Lincoln Southwest basketball. Liberty Province is pleading her case with the official.
Yeah, it looked like Gutnick hit it, and then it appeared Kearney was going to go after it. It stopped, but a timeout called here by Danielson. So everybody needs to recoup here. 5-point game, kind of just like you just went at halftime. A really good adjustment coming out of halftime by Southwest. Another adjustment by Kearney on the fly. We got a ball game.
27-22, your score. Let's step aside for 30 seconds and come right back to PBA.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Four minutes and 15 seconds remain here in quarter number 3. It's 27-22. Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman here. It is our final game of the day. And now we're going to have a deflection as Lincoln Southwest will hold on to the basketball. Katie Irons not too happy about the deflection there, as now she gets it into Norlinger. Norlinger at the top of the key. Left side. Top working to Yoder. Yoder to Irons. Irons working, trying to drive baseline. We're going to have a bump and a foul called against number 14, Hallie Gardner, the freshman.
Yeah.
That's a junior working against a freshman there.
Yeah, and it's not any junior. It's a 3-year varsity starter going against a true freshman. Coming from 8th grade just a year ago, she probably didn't see anything like that. Good drive there. by Katie Irons.
27-22 your score. Irons wide open. Long three on the way. Katie Irons.
Man, that was almost at the Husker logo there. Elevator screen all the way from the backside. Big shot there by Irons.
So here we go as it's 30-22, an 8-point lead in favor of Lincoln Southwest. They need some offense. Do the Bearcats spin move in the lane. How about Liberty Province answering?
Yeah, good move there by Liberty Province to get the momentum back. Even though it's 3-2, it's a good move there by Liberty Province.
Top of the key, Norlinger. Left side, it's Weagle. Weagle with the basketball. Back to Irons. Now to Yoder. Yoder working around the perimeter to Norlinger. She drives baseline and tries to get it to Eleanor Griffin. It's taken away by the Kearney Bearcats and Augusta Gans. So Augusta Gans, outlet pass up the floor to her teammate. Back to Gans, wide open three. A 5-0 run makes it a 3-point game.
Yeah, transition offense by Kearney, and finally got, it seems like, the first three of the game. You hear this Kearney crowd. They are trying to take over PBA, up everybody up out of their seats.
This is when something will tighten up that we talked about at halftime, potentially in the final 3 minutes of the third quarter. Now Irons' pocket is picked. She has it taken away. Here comes Snyder, 2-on-1 break. The dump off Province, layup good. It's 30-29. Lincoln Southwest needs a timeout. And with 2:48 to go in the third quarter, Kearney is in the midst of a 7-0 run to pull within one. Let's step aside, come back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gail Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Now back to first quarter action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back in. Pinnacle Bank Arena, your sites for Class A quarterfinal action. Kearney on their feet. They're ready for this one as Lincoln Southwest will have the basketball. It's been a 7-0 run over the last, get this, Jay Foreman, 58 seconds.
Yeah, they can score quick, and that speed, they can get up and down the court. You just one turnover, you lose the two. They get them in bunches, and they get layups, and they finish around the hoop better than anybody we've seen so far.
So here we go. Norlinger looking for help, throws it cross court to Weagle. Weagle to Irons. Irons now to Yoder. Yoder driving baseline on Glant. The pass deflected out of bounds. Stays with the Silverhawks.
Good adjustment there by Coach Beretta coming out of timeout, right? You get it to the corner drive, and you want to kick it to the opposite corner to try to get an easy three or a backdoor cut for a two.
Lincoln Southwest inbounding from a real tough spot. They get it into Griffin. Griffin back to Norlinger. Norlinger back to Griffin. She'll fire the three on the way. Wow. It's good.
Yeah, Griffin can hit the threes too from a forward. Big shot there to stop the momentum. Get a 4-point lead back for the Silverhawks.
33-29 your score. On the left side, here's Glant in the lane. It's good. What an answer.
Yeah, Glant's been really efficient there, right? They just run a pin down and a real tight curl. An old flex cut, easy 2 points there.
We still got a full quarter and 2 minutes left to play in this one. Norlinger steps up. Why not? Shoot the three.
Yeah, everybody's stepping up now. This is what we expected. Two evenly matched teams that like to get up and down the court.
Here comes Snyder across top of the key now. Augusta Gans to Liberty Province. Province, the junior, 5'7". She goes to work. Top of the key. Stops the elbow. Drives in. Gets past the defender. Easy deuce.
Yeah, dipsy do right there. Liberty Province. Light on her feet. Easy 2 points. Right through two Southwest Silverhawks defenders.
Liberty Province now up to 11 points and 7 rebounds. Norlinger entry pass. Griffin in the lane.
That's what you do. High-low right from the wing. The forwards can pay dividends here for Southwest.
Here comes Hallie Gardner in the lane. She draws contact, and she gets bumped and fouled. 2 shots coming for Hallie Gardner. Lincoln Southwest up by 5, 38-33 with 1 minute and 15 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Right there, you know what Coach Danielson and Kearney's answer is. You give up a 2 or a 3, you got to get downhill trying to get an easy 2 points or at the free throw line.
And the first one is good. Or excuse me, rather no good. Jeez Louise. It's off the back of the iron.
You know,
Still
Nick,
38-33.
The one thing that Liberty Province has been able to do, or not Liberty Province, but number 14, Hallie Gardner, the 5'5" freshman, does. She came down at one speed, so in second gear, and then right when she thought the defense let up a little bit, she went to fourth gear and drew the easy foul.
And both free throws no good. Offensive rebound, Kearney. Augusta Gans, left side now, Gardner. She'll try again, tries to draw contact. No whistle, but how about the finish from the freshman?
Yeah, Coach Janison is changing up the coverages.
Here comes Lincoln Southwest. Loose ball, fought for, it's out of bounds, and it'll be Lincoln Southwest basketball. They got away with a reach-in foul because LaRae Taylor was the ball handler for Lincoln Southwest, and she had her right arm yanked as she was coming down the floor. No whistle, though.
I mean, Kearney, the condition that these young ladies are in is amazing because they have not let up all game long.
38-35, 52 seconds to play in the third quarter. Weigel to Gutnick. Gutnick to Wells. Wells still scoreless, and she traveled.
Yeah, that was an easy call there. Wells had an idea in her mind. Didn't set her foot, their pivot foot. Easy call there for the ref on the travel.
So there you go. Kearney has the chance to tie it with a three. 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. They have the basketball. Kearney, how about this? 5 of their last 5 from the field. Lincoln Southwest, 4 of their last 4.
Yeah, this is where it picked up here about the middle to late third quarter. We're in for a barn burner this fourth quarter, though.
27 seconds on the game clock here in the third. Province, one-handed pass almost taken away. Tracked down by Snyder. Snyder at the logo. 8 on the possession to Province. She drives in, stops, layup. It is no good. Tipped around, a push and a foul is called against Lincoln Southwest.
Yeah, Emerson Wells felt like she had good position there. Number 40, Eleanor Larson, kept at it. The 5'11" freshman has done a really good job on the offensive board. She had an offensive rebound on the missed free throw and picked up a foul, a potential offensive rebound there on that possession.
38-35 as LaRae Taylor checks back in for Lincoln Southwest. Katie Irons will sub out. And also into the game, Peyton Yoder.
Yeah, Coach Barada, you got 12 seconds left. You won't want your 2 bell cows to get a cheap foul here with 12 and a half seconds left.
38-35 your score, 12 seconds. They inbound it. Here's Augusta Gans. Backing down Griffin. Layup good.
Old skyhook there. Looked like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We got a 1-point game. We are in a ball
3 seconds. Half court heave for Weigel off the front rim. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a 2-point game at half. And at the end of the third quarter, it is a 1-point game. Lincoln Southwest leads 38-37 over the Kearney Bearcats here at Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
All righty, welcome back in. Here we go. Buckle those seatbelts, folks. It is a 1-point game before the fourth quarter starts. 38-37. Lincoln Southwest leads over number 2 seed Kearney. Can the 7th-seeded Silverhawks pull the upset? Across the timeline we go with the Kearney Bearcats. They give it to Augusta Gans. Gans for the lead. It's good.
Those times it seems like Kearney's had the lead in the game. Let's see how Southwest reacts. The whole town of Kearney is up out of their seats.
This is the first lead of the night for the Kearney Bearcats. 39-38. Norlinger steps in. Three-pointer on the way. Just a tad short. Looked really good. I think Norlinger thought she had that one. It's 39-38. Kearney has the basketball and the lead in the early stages of the final stanza. Here is Province. Province thought about pulling up from three. Instead, Augusta Gans has it just beyond the elbow. That shot on the way. Off to the left. No good. Rebound tracked down by Norlinger. And that's going to be a travel on Norlinger. She tried to draw the foul draw the contact, but instead, give credit, Jay, to Addison Snyder. She pulled the chair out from behind her, and she had nobody to kind of back up on.
Yeah, it was a good, smart play there by Snyder to keep the ball down here, but also cause another unforced error and turnover here on Southwest. You start to see the momentum switching. Obviously, look at the crowd. The pressure is solely on Southwest Silverhawks right now.
Here's Liberty Province. Great backdoor cut by the freshman, Hallie Gardner.
The secondary cut. Danielson wants the crowd to get up.
Here we go, 41-38. Kearney out in front by three. Katie Irons to tie. Can't get it to go. And it's a 41-38 game. Liberty Province on the left side. She'll dribble now to the logo. She goes over near her head coach, Drew Danielson. Has Kearney in the state tournament for the first time since 2017. On the left side, Augusta Gans. Gans to Gardner. Gardner now having traffic directed by Danielson in the near corner. Three-pointer. Snyder on the way. It's good. It's a 6-point lead for Kearney.
Yeah, that was a good play there. You run a little pin down opposite. Get the defense to flow over. Wide open three.
44-38. Tim Beretta needs to talk things over.
Wow.
As Kearney has taken over on the floor and in the stands. It's 44-38, 6:14 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside, come back in 30 seconds here on the ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman with you. Jay, Kearney fully taking control. It's not out of reach by any means for Lincoln Southwest. They're down 6. But, man, all the momentum in the hands of the Bearcats.
Well, we talked about it at halftime and in the third quarter. If they could get the lead, this is the type of team that will pour it on. Once they see 1-3 go in, they kind of run a plethora of sets on offense, coverages on defense, so they really keep you on your toes. And Southwest has had some good looks. They just haven't fallen. So now they got to get a good shot. I like it when they go inside out or top down from Griffin to Wells. And then you have Gutnick and then obviously Irons there for open threes. I like the way that they're playing. They need to get back to what they did at the beginning of the third quarter.
It is a 44-38 game in favor of the Kearney Bearcats. Lincoln Southwest with the basketball. Emerson Wells not being guarded at the perimeter. They're daring her to shoot. She passes to Norlinger. Now to Gutnick. Gutnick to Wells. Wells, she'll fire the three. Airballs it way too strong.
They kind of it made her talk herself into shooting that. They've had plenty of time on the shot clock. Probably not a three that you want coming out of the timeout.
So now here with it on the right side, it is Liberty Province. Province driving on the right side, now backs it out to the perimeter to Gardner. Gardner weaving her way through. Could have been a travel. That should have been, a double dribble, I should have said. Yep, not a travel, but lost control of the basketball, then gathered herself again. That's a double dribble there. 44-38 your score. Lincoln Southwest coming back the other way.
Yeah, that's a little Christmas present there for Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
6-point lead, 44-38. Lincoln Southwest, Gutnick on the right side to Wells. Wells top of the key to Griffin. Griffin drives, kicks out. Norlinger bounce pass inside to Wells, gets bumped, no whistle. finding somebody underneath. The and one bucket is good for Katie Irons.
Katie Irons, all 5'8", right in there amongst the trees. When you need a big basket, you go to your best player. Secondary cut, 2 feet in the lane, good finish. The ball did not go below her waist, finish above their head. Trying to get the three-point play.
To make it a 3-point deficit. She cannot. Rebound fought for. It's still loose on the ground. And Kearney is going to retain possession as Lincoln Southwest deflected that one out of bounds. 44-40 is your score. 5 minutes and 13 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. Still plenty of time for either side.
Yeah, both of these teams won't blink. They've played each other before and overcame leads and deficits before. And so this is going to come down to the wire.
Early in the year, Kearney won by 14. Later in the same year this season, Lincoln Southwest won by 2. Who wins the rubber match? The mid-range jumper will not go. Offensive rebound underneath the layup. It's good for number 40, Eleanor Larson, the freshman.
Yeah, everything's going their way. Providence fell down, got up, got an offensive rebound.
Irons, a long three. Katie Irons from a downtown.
Oh, she shot that bad boy from Omaha. She's starting to heat up.
Here we go, 46-43, 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. The Kearney Bearcats, number 2 in Class A against Lincoln Southwest, the 7 seed. Here's Province to Glance. Now Larson, that's out of bounds. Last touched by Katie Irons.
Yeah, she's starting to crank it up. She's telling everybody we got to play defense. She knows what it's like to be in this tournament, and you got to will your team and the rest of your teammates to win. The moment is never too big for her.
A tough spot to throw it in from, but they get it in easily. Liberty Province with the basketball. She steps back, thought about shooting the 3. I think Snyder thought she was too, and she wasn't ready for the pass, but gives it right back to Province. Now Gardner with the basketball. Left side of the rim. She is fouled by Eleanor Griffin.
Yeah, when you swipe down like that, Griffin had a lot of ball, but when you swipe down, that's an easy call for a ref. Now you're putting her at the free throw line for 2 points, and you kind of stop your momentum. You want this game to keep going when you start to get some good positive results in your way.
2 free throws coming up for number 14, Hallie Griffin. She hits the first. Kearney 9 of 13 from the charity stripe J. Southwest 3 for 9.
We say it every year. It comes down to turnovers and free throws, and most likely it's always the free throw line that separates the winner and the loser.
Second one on the way for the freshman. It's good. 48-43. 4:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Lincoln Southwest trails by 5. Brenly Norlinger will bring the ball up the floor for Lincoln Southwest. She's out there with Katie Irons, who just hit a 3 from another zip code, to Emerson Wells. Eleanor Griffin now back to Norlinger. Katie Irons. That's going to be a foul called on Kearney, as they tried to blow up the screen that was set by Katie Irons.
Kennedy Lee came in there like a fullback and blew that screen out of the smithereens, man. And Coach Barada had seen it on the first one, and obviously reminded the ref you have to call that foul.
48-43, sideline inbound for Lincoln Southwest. Still 3:54 to go until the ball game's over. At least regulation is over. So here is Brenly Norlinger. Norlinger with the basketball on the left side. She picks up her dribble on the left wing, has nobody to go to, and now we have a foul away from the ball on Kearney. I think they're going to get Sophie Glantz on Emerson Wells.
A little bit of physical action there at the post. They both shook hands, knowing it was a good physical play. Good competitiveness right now.
So here we go. Katie Irons up top to Norlinger. Norlinger, right side, Weagle, thought about the 3, gets bumped. Now Irons. How about another one from the other side? Katie Irons!
Unconscious. Right now, it's heat check. Right now, it's Steph Curry range for Katie Irons.
48-46. Katie Irons trying to will the Silverhawks just on the shoulders of her 3-point shooting back into this game. They trail 48-46, and Katie Irons now up to 20 points on the night, and a timeout charge to the Kearney Bearcats. We'll step aside, take a 30-second breather here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena as the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks trail by 2, 48-46. With 3:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Jay Foreman, man, what a game.
Yeah, the first two games in Class A were kind of defensive battles, not very exciting. This one started a little slow. The last two quarters and a quarter and a half here, we've got 3 minutes and 24 seconds left. That's been excellent. You know, it'll be interesting to see now with a 2-point lead what Kearney comes back with. Danielson has ran probably about 15 different sets, 3 or 4 different coverages on defense. He is trying to keep Southwest Silverhawks on their toes.
Kearney with the basketball. Near the logo, it's Province. Pass left side. How about this? Hallie Gardner, the freshman. She cannot connect on the three-point shot. The rebound fought for, and the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks have it. Brenly Norlinger will bring it across the timeline. Norlinger on the day, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. A nice day at the office for Brenly Norlinger. Eleanor Griffin to Norlinger. 2 minutes and 55 seconds on the game clock. Right side, it's Gutnick. Gutnick, entry pass. Wells down low. We're tied.
How does that work? The high-low, you put Griffith out on the wing. They didn't expect it. Came for Gutnick. Really good pass where only Griffith could catch it.
Here's the left side. Top of the key. This is Province with the basketball. Liberty Province. She's had herself a nice day. 1 rebound shy of a double-double. She almost gets her pocket picked. Body's on the floor. And a couple players got undercut. They're going to say Liberty Province fouled Emerson Wells, and Lincoln Southwest is going to get the basketball.
Yeah, it looked like a good physical play, hard play, but you got to call a foul on somebody.
Do you?
You don't really. But
once you blow the whistle, you do. You got to make up the mind.
Yeah, you can't say, my bad.
Just kidding. Introvert. 48-48, we're tied. 2:26 to go until the end of regulation. As now Norlinger's pocket is picked, and here comes Province. Nobody in front of her. The layup is good. She makes up for the foul. Liberty Province. Now Katie Irons down by 2. She crosses over center of the lane. Left side, Norlinger. Norlinger with it in the far corner. Now to Irons. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Irons cross court. Eleanor Griffin. She'll dribble. 15 on the possession. Still plenty of time working on Augusta Gans. Offensive rebound. Put back. No good. But Emerson Wells will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job by Emerson Wells following her partner, Clive Griffin, after the miss. Griffin probably thought she had a foul. Eleanor Wells made sure she got to the free throw line.
50-48, your score. Kearney up by 2. First free throw for Wells. It's good. Perfect. Emerson Wells, Lincoln Southwest, 4 for 10 from the free throw line today. 1 more to come to tie for Emerson Wells. The junior fires away. It is no good. Rebound tipped around. It's out of bounds. Lincoln Southwest basketball.
Really good job there by Gutnick. Was going to slap it out. Enough force to make the Kearney defender knock it out of bounds.
Brenly Norlinger will be the inbounder. Lincoln Southwest can take the lead with a 2. They get it up top to Gutnick. Gutnick traveled. Katie Irons wanted that basketball on the inbounds pass, but Gutnick didn't realize that Irons was behind her, and because of that, had to field it backpedaling, and she lost her balance and traveled. Here's Province. Near the logo, 1:40 to play for fourth quarter between number 2 Kearney and number 7 Lincoln Southwest in our game of the day so far. Here's Province working on Gutnick. She gets picked up by Irons. Now to Snyder. Snyder hands it out. It's the freshman Gardner, bounces it to Snyder, 10 on the possession. She's in, the entry pass taken away. Lincoln Southwest forces another turnover. That is turnover number 8 of the day on the Kearney Bearcats.
Good defensive series there by Southwest after the unfortunate turnover. Good lockdown defense here, Nick. Got a minute left.
Here we go. Eleanor Griffin on the left side, working on Augusta Gans. She needs help with it. Gets it to Irons. Irons with it in the lane. Irons right-handed layup. Lincoln Southwest has the lead.
Katie Irons, ice in her veins. Great move to the hoop, up high off the glass.
She has 22 in the lane. A foul is called, and going to the line to shoot 2 will be Liberty Province, the 5'7" junior.
Yeah, quick as a cat. Liberty Province just lulls you to sleep. Second gear, then automatically goes into 4th or 5th gear. It's easy to draw a foul when you do that.
51 to 50. 49 seconds to go. It's good. We are tied at 51.
Southwest has 2 timeouts. Kearney has 1 timeout. Probably 3 possessions left in the game.
Kearney is in the bonus. Lincoln Southwest is not. Liberty Province gives Kearney the lead. Lincoln Southwest trails by 1, 47 seconds to go in the game. And that's a kickball violation on the Kearney Bearcats. We have a timeout on the floor, charged to Lincoln Southwest. Highly recommend you not going anywhere. 52-51, Kearney leads it here at PBA on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
All righty, Jay, we had a second to catch our breath. 52-51, 43.5 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Lincoln Southwest trails by a point, but they do have the basketball.
Yeah, you don't have to panic. You got, big-time players on your team. You withstood the run by Kearney. You were down as many 7 points, and now you're down by 1, and you have the ball. You can be really aggressive on defense if you have to, so Kearney can't, bleed the clock. During the bonus, you can be really, really aggressive running your old flex offense or your pin down. And then when push comes to shove, you got Katie Irons. Now you have Griffin, and you got Wells inside that have done a really good job on the offensive boards. But also look for the high-low, the entry class coming from Goodnick, or she can take the shot, because she's a big-time player as well.
This has to go to Katie Irons, right? Yeah. In your mind, 22 points on the day, leads all scorers. Now this pass intercepted. Kearney able to come away. Now Garner, that's a foul on Kearney as Norlinger got cut and clipped by Sophie Glantz.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt. Yeah, that's a hit pointer tomorrow morning. I think you'll be on the free throw line, right?
That is only the...
No, Kearney has 5 fouls.
Yes. They're having a conversation right now. The referees are having a conversation about whether or not that should put them on the line for 2 shots. There's no 1-and-1 in high school.
Danielson wants the clock to run. That's impossible. Was the offensive foul?
Each team is taking advantage of this stoppage as a free timeout. And we are about ready to go. All right, so it's going to be an inbound, baseline inbound here. And so Katie Irons will be the inbounder. 33.7 on the clock. It's like that last turnover for Lincoln Southwest never even happened. 52-51. They got to get it across half court. Katie Irons does so. That's going to be a steal. Irons gets her pocket picked. Here's Province, and she's fouled.
Is that a kick ball?
I didn't think it was. I think she just dribbled it off her foot.
Never want to be at the corner right over half court. You got to get somebody moving through the middle of that trap and send somebody deep. We saw that when North Star was playing earlier today against Millard North.
They're going to have to foul 2 more times as Province has it. And now they do foul with 17 seconds to go. Gutnick just fouled out of the game. Alexis Gutnick, the sophomore. They just fouled out of the game. Why is there a conversation being had right now by either team?
Well, you have a little bit of time to get a new player in there.
Yes.
Now, if they foul right away, there'll be about 15 seconds left after the free throw. Plenty of time left.
So we're ready to go here. Danielson is talking to the referee. And Tim Beretta is all the way up at half court yelling timeout. Now he's rewarded the timeout.
Yeah, but you know that it was the crowd noise by this great Kearney crowd. The ref couldn't hear him, but the ref was in a deep conversation with Danielson.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I think Danielson's been frustrated all night because he at least not all night, maybe the last couple of minutes, because he's felt like he's had to break up his huddles
Or a little bit early,
where Lincoln Southwest has been able to have some longer conversations without having to burn a timeout.
Right.
So Lincoln Southwest, Jay, okay, no timeouts remain for Lincoln Southwest. The next foul that Lincoln Southwest commits is going to put Kearney in the bonus. Yeah. They're going to shoot 2 shots. If you're Tim Beretta here, you're drawing up an offensive play, right?
Yeah, you're drawing up an offensive play if you make it, and then you're having a defensive concept if you don't make it. The one thing you have to be aware of, Nick, is who gets the ball on a jump ball, right?
Yeah,
because
Lincoln Southwest will.
Okay, so that's also working in your advantage as well. Whether you make it and you can possibly get a legit jump ball, you'll get an extra possession.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about the make or miss scenario after the free throw, how many, and the play that you're going to run. So whether you're down by 2 or 3, it might be the same play, especially when you have irons. But if you're down by 2, then you can go back to your high-low, but you cannot get stymied at half court. You're going to have to be aggressive. You're going to have to go to the ball. You're going to have to get something going to the rim because you're in the bonus. Or Kearney's in the bonus.
52-51 is your score. 17 seconds to go in the ball game. Gardner, the freshman, gets trapped, and Lincoln Southwest didn't like the early whistle, but this is going to put the freshman, Hallie Gardner, 5'5", at the line. She has 8 points on the day.
A lot of pressure for a freshman. Last year, she was just probably finishing up her 8th grade school year. Now she's down at PBA trying to extend the lead here against a game Southwest Silverhawks team.
On the day, Gardner 4 for 6 from the free throw line. As a team, Kearney is 12 of 16.
Yeah, well, Norlinger just fouled out of the game. It's a lot of fouls for 2 really good players to be fouling out of the game.
So here we go. Gardner, first one. It's good. Absolutely perfect. Hallie Gardner's got one more to make it a 3-point game. As it stands now, it's 53-51. No timeouts remain for Southwest. The second one is no good. It's a 2-point game. Katie Irons with 22 points on her stat line. There's no timeouts for Lincoln Southwest. Irons on the right side, dribbling in, looking around, steps through, the layup, no good. It's out of, no, it's not. Alastaganas Gans comes away with the defensive rebound, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
That's who you want to shoot the ball, trying to draw a foul. Katie Irons wasn't able to get it to go. You probably weren't going to get a foul called, but it was a good move. Still time on the clock, I'm telling you. Now, if she hits 2 free throws, then it's obviously a tough, pill to swallow. But Southwest should not dip their head in there's still 2.5 seconds. There's no timeouts. You got to get one pass. You got to get it up about half court.
Augusta Gans 0 for 0 from the free throw line. She's 1 for 1 now. The second free throw can essentially end it. 54-51, 2.9 on the game clock. Augusta Gans of the Kearney Bearcats with one more free throw to put it out of reach. There it is. 2 seconds on the clock. Katie Irons will dribble it on up. She'll throw it over to the left side, and there's the horn. The Kearney Bearcats are able to complete the comeback. And they are on to the state semifinals on Friday evening as the number 2 seed Bearcats survive against the 7th seeded Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. 55-51. We'll step aside. We'll come back, put a bow on this one, and get you ready for the nightcap with Tristan here in just a moment on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman as your final score, 55-51. The Kearney Bearcats on top of the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. And the entire town of Kearney that bust their way to Lincoln will have another date here at PBA on Friday night as they advance to the Class A semifinals against the winner of our next game between Omaha North and Omaha Westview, as the Vikings and Wolverines will play here in a little under 20 minutes of time. Tristan will have the call for that game as Jay and I's day is done, as we have put 5 games down the hatch, one more to go, as the final score, 55-51, Kearney on top of Lincoln Southwest. Jay, let's talk first about the Kearney Bearcats, because my goodness, they trailed at half by 1 point. And then ultimately, when it was all said and done, they played a very clean game. Only 9 turnovers from the Bearcats, and they had to make some really, really tough shots against a really strong Lincoln Southwest defense. And I think if you're the Silverhawks, I know it's cliche to say, there's not a whole lot to hang your head about because you felt like you hung your own in there. And the way that the season matchups have gone, this was just another one as the rubber match.
It was a barn burner, and it was two really good teams, well coached. Man, the effort by Kearney, the pace that they played. They started off a little rough, but once they got their rhythm, you saw the momentum change. And then once they got that 1 point lead, then they got to 7 points, and they never really relinquished it. Now you got to give Southwest a lot of credit. They battled back, but Kearney just had a little bit more in the tank. I'm telling you, from Augusta Gans to Liberty Province, that third and fourth quarter, they really, really took it over after Sophie Glant started them off in the second half. And one of the things that really stuck out is the depth of Kearney's bench and also Coach Danielson. The numerous amount of sets they threw at Southwest and the defensive coverages to stop the plethora of shooters. And then the biggest thing is I think they got Gutnick in foul trouble early in the game. So it's really stymied the momentum for the Southwest Silverhawks.
What can you say about Katie Irons, the junior? 22 points on the day. She had, because of her three-point shot-making ability, had basically willed and allowed Southwest to stay in that game, hit a couple of them on subsequent possessions from basically different area codes around this PBA floor. And at the end, wasn't enough. She tried to hit the last second shot, wasn't enough, and Lincoln Southwest goes home.
There's nobody else that you would rather shoot that, maybe Eleanor Griffin. But Katie Irons single-handedly kept them in the game and almost willed them to a victory to put her up in legendary status. And so, look, we get one more year with her, and they're going to be back. Southwest is going to be back. I know they're probably a little upset right now, but it really came down to Nick free throw shooting in turnover margin. We have 22 turnovers versus Kearney only having 9. At that pace and that rate, you got to give Kearney all the credit for being able to pull this game out.
Kearney back in the state tournament for the first time since 2017. They're looking for their first title since 1982, and they are still alive following a 55-51 win against the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Heartbreak for the Silverhawks. Excitement and thrilling victories for the Kearney Bearcats, and it's been a really good day of basketball. We got one more game to go. Tristan will have the call for Omaha North and Omaha Westview starting here in a little under 16 or 17 minutes or so. But first, we'll send it back to Harrison Arns. A major thank you to him for pushing all the buttons back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios and keeping us connected. We'll send it back to our studios for the next 15 minutes or so before Tristan has your call of Omaha North and Omaha Westview in our nightcap of day one from the 2026 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships on 93.7 The Ticket.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter